Good morning. It's me, Pearl from Pearl and the Prayers, and this is Tuned in Tarot. And we are here to take a look at the balance between the divine masculine and divine feminine energy inside of ourselves. Understanding that whatever state we find this energy in, we can expect to see this reflected back to us in our outside interactions with others, in our external environment, in our ability to manifest things. And if we want to see mastery in those areas, we need to shift into that mastery within ourselves, and then we will see it reflected back to us. So interesting that I chose today, the 1111 portal, to do the Tell Me Everything spread. I mean, it just sort of fell that way in the week, but it's very interesting to hear where the twins are on such a day. And we're going to be doing some healing cards in this reading, just as an additional nice 1111 portal gesture to help us get through. And I want to actually talk about the music today. I used to always talk about the music, and it just kind of got out of the habit of it. And this is supposed to be Tuned in Tarot, where the music is supposed to be an integral part of it. So I should try to continue to do that. But today specifically, there were 3 songs: I Am Sold, James Blake, Fable of the Brown Ape by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, and then the final song, which is the one I want to bring up, called The Other Woman, which is a cover. Traditionally, I've heard that sung by Nina Simone, but a lot of people cover it. But this is covered by Jeff Buckley. And I thought it was interesting because it was the divine masculine singing from the perspective of being the third party and having to or not of being the third party, of being of there being a third party, and the masculine being like, well, the other person looks good, because you never have to see the other person in any real way, right? That song is like, the other woman, she can get her nails done. There are no toys on the floor. You never see her in pink curlers in her hair. Like, you never see the reality of her. So that other thing looks really good. So that happened during the union cards that I was shuffling, I would say. And for me, it's this perspective that both have right now, that the reality of each other sits starkly in contrast to any outside energy. Good morning, Alifer. To any outside energy that you may be interested in. And it makes it difficult because of the history between the two of you. And of course, in The Other Woman, we're singing about a life that has been built, right? There's this the woman is singing about her life that has been built and is now being destroyed by this third party energy. So I just wanted to bring that message in because I thought it was an interesting thing that the masculine energy is really perceiving now, what it is like to have to endure that sort of feeling of being of not being able to control the feminines seeking outside of their energetic relationship because there's no action in the 3D, and saying, well, of course that person looks good, that person can talk to you, that person can come forward, that person can do this, but like, I can't do those things because of my wounds, because of my situation, because of whatever. But it's just really, oh, how the turns have tabled, shall we say. Okay. Now, let us hone in on the message, the overall theme, what we should take away as we walk away from this today, and we get all these messages and interpret those messages through the lens of ourselves and understanding the person that we're focused on, what will be for the highest good of all. And the message that we're getting today is the Page of Wands. So if you leave inspired, if you leave with new ideas about the union, if you are excited, if you feel supercharged, if you can start to create something fresh, something new, and charge ahead bravely into that energy, that will be for the highest good of all today. I love that. Okay. Who gets to go first? You know, I think I'll let the masculine go first since he had that pleading song there at the end. All right, let's see. We're going into the Tell Me Everything spread. We do use head and heart space at the same time for the spread. We are looking at 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 10 total positions out, but I'm just thinking top and bottom of the deck, but included 10 total positions, and I will go through them all as if your person is speaking to you as much as possible. Usually I say what the cards are and then I do. Okay. This is how I feel about the connection, Divine Feminine. We have the Two of Swords in the Housewives Tarot in the headspace and the Three of Pentacles upright in the heart space. And Divine Feminine, I really want you to work with me here. Please work with me. I know you want to carve my turkey, but I want you to step back and from this energy of not watching me, not seeing that I'm trying to work with you, not allowing me to work with you. I need to feel that you want me to be in partnership with you right now, because I don't feel 100% certain about your feelings about the situation, because we've been in a standstill and I kept you in the standstill and I wasn't making any decisions to come towards you. And I realized that forced you. I realized that forced you into this energy. But now I need you to come out of this energy for me, please, because I really do want to collaborate. I want to work with you. I want to bring this into the 3D. I'm making this decision. I'm not going to wait anymore. So I would like for you to allow that, please. This is something that I'm hiding from you. This is the Six of Wands upright. And this is the Seven of Cups in reverse. So what I'm hiding from you is that I have actually told others, I have publicly expressed to probably my friends or family or important people in my life that I am making the decision to choose you. And I'm hiding from you exactly who I have expressed this to and what they think of it. But I've cleaned up my messes that were in the Five of Wands energy, which is too many people, karmic messes. Those messes have been cleaned up, and I am able to publicly acclaim that I am choosing you. All right. Let's try to get through the rest of the reading then. Oh my God. These are the things I seek forgiveness for. I need a drink. Hang on. The Empress in reverse came out with the Four of Swords together. And it's funny because two came out at the same time. And sometimes I will just allow that for the position. And other times I will just like sort of, put them in the like across the spread. And I started to put this across the spread. And then I shuffled a couple more spots and I was like, nope, those were supposed to go together. And I put it back and reshuffled for the second position. So now I know why, because I didn't know what the cards were. I couldn't see them, but here we go. And the Page of Swords in the heart space in reverse. Divine Feminine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for a couple of things. I'm sorry for forcing you to wait until you got really upset with me, which I understand is controlling. And that I've been overbearing and overprotective of the relationship because of my fears about you leaving me. I'm sorry that I didn't make you the one sooner because I really wasn't working up the courage to come forward to you. And I'm sorry for being unawakened to that, for really not seeing your beauty and your abundance and your, honestly, your power and who you are, and just not letting you know that, because I regret the time that I've lost waiting to be able to actually see this happen. And I'm sorry for spying on you in this no communication and just not talking at all because of a past overbearing energy that I feared finding out about something that was precious to me. The next position is, these are the things I want to say about the present moment. The Two of Wands in the head space and the Three of Wands in the heart space, which is progressive energy. And this is moving from the head to the heart. So I know how difficult it has been for you to wait for me to make this decision at this crossroads in our life, to finally allow these ships to come in, to have faith, and to really just let the universe bring in the fulfillment of the Four of Wands that I'm seeking with you. And I know how difficult that this has been. It's been difficult for me too. And I'm being patient because I believe that you are my twin. So I'm being patient and I'm being loyal. And I really want you to be the same. I want you to be loyal to me and patient as well, because I believe so much in this. And I know you do too, because you're the one who awakened me to this. And this is what I want from you. We're getting the Hanged Man in reverse, but it is this image where Divine Feminine has hung Masculine out to dry. And we're getting this beautiful little Page of Cups here. And there's that octopus energy, which keeps coming in. We keep getting octopus energy in the readings the last couple of days for those of you who have an affinity for that creature. Divine Feminine, I want you to not hang me out to dry anymore, please. I want you to come out of this suspension with me. And I want you to receive my true love. I want to feel this true love from you again. I know, because I know why you had to withdraw your attention. I understand. I'm not blaming you at all for this, but I want your attention back now. I want to experience this true love with you again, and I want you to come out of this pause with me where you are not receiving the cup that I'm trying to bring you. Okay, ego. Go away. All right. These are the things I am longing for and to tell you. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse in the head space and the Moon in the heart space. I am longing for this wait to be over. I am longing for us to finally be able to harvest the abundance we've planted, to have this happen together. And I've been longing to tell you my secrets, the things that I have hidden, that to fully acknowledge our telepathic connection, to validate and verify for you that when you hear, that when we speak to each other, I hear you, that I I have absolutely been completely tuned in with you in this energetic level. And I want to talk to you about those things. I'm longing to tell you about how this has sustained me and just everything that has been hidden, all of the secrets. And honestly, my innocence that I didn't do any of these things or keep any of these things secret from you with malicious intent. Truly, there is an innocence here in that energy. This is something I need from you right now, and something I'm prepared to give you in nature. Shut up. This is the Nine of Cups in the headspace. And the Six of Wands again. In the heart space. I need you. I need your love. I need you to stop hoarding your love from me. Look at how the turns have tabled. Divine masculine is now feeling like the feminine is the one who is hoarding expression of love and feelings. And yet, physician, heal thyself, masculine, right? Okay. Okay, anyway. I long for you to express all of your feelings, to finally have this wish fulfillment. This is what I need. I need right now. I need to be with you. I need to have this interesting Christmas energy here. I feel like this need. I want to spend my holidays with you. I don't want to go another year without being able to have this. And I promise that if you express your love for me, if you don't hold back from me, I will give you this public acknowledgement of this relationship. I will make this known about my feelings for you. Just don't hold back from me. This is so frustrating. Anyway, all right, I'm not going to say anything. 8:44 on the clock. These are the things I hope for us. The King of Swords in reverse and the Hermit. I hope that we don't act recklessly. I hope that we don't move too fast and end up going back into the runner-chaser dynamic, going back into isolation, hiding off and being on our own because I've moved too fast. I'm really feeling that that's coming from the masculine energy. I don't want to do anything that's going to push you into this hermit energy, push you away from me. So I hope that I handle this in the best way possible, in my integrity, that I don't let my rebellious nature get the best of me, that I don't act just recklessly with what it is that I desire, because I've searched within me and I'm understanding that this pattern happens, that when things start to move too fast, I get afraid and I retreat from you. And I hope that I don't do this anymore and that you won't do this. These are the things I promise to do about this, the way that I feel and think. We're getting, this is the Ethereal Visions Tarot. This is the Tower in reverse. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. This is, I will not allow my baser desires to shake the foundation that we have built. I will not be afraid to take the mask off with you. But I really feel that this is more about holding back, that I will not let like my passions, the hot and cold, I won't let that shake us up ever again like this. Like I will no longer let my, I don't know, untamed sexual energy do anything to distort what we've built. And I won't hold on to the masks anymore. Divine Feminine, this is what I want to do to you. This is the Queen of Swords. I want to cut away any of the fears or anxieties that you would have that would make you feel defensive against me from other partners you may have experienced before. I want to connect with you on an intellectual level too. I want us to be able to, like, in the sacred sexual union that we are experiencing, I want us to have this, like, almost a cerebral sort of an experience with you where we're like very mindful of the significance of this act. I want to show you that I know what I'm doing, that I know how to please, that I know my way around you. And this is what I want you to do to me. Now, I think this is really interesting because this is the Seven of Swords in reverse. It's also like the phone sexy thing I think about when I see this card. But I feel strongly the masculine saying, I don't want you to hide yourself from me. I want you to don't be afraid to show me yourself. I don't want you to run from me. I want you to, like, I want to have the lights on. I want you to feel totally exposed and safe. And I also want you to not have any other energy around you. Like, I really want this to just be us. I'm sure you do. Okay, Divine Feminine's turn. Now remember, if you're a feminine gendered or identifying gendered individual and you come here just to hear the masculine message, which you just heard, you're missing out because your person that you're focused on, whether they are masculine gendered or identifying, it doesn't matter. We're looking at energy. They're composed of both feminine and masculine energy. So the messages that just came out for the masculine, you have to find the ways that's true for you. And then these messages that come out, they may resonate very strongly with you, but you have to find the ways that those things may be true for your person too. So keep that in mind. And let us begin. Divine Feminine, this is how I feel about the connection. In the headspace, I'm using the Field Tarot, and we are getting the Magician card in reverse. And in the heart space, I'm using the Crow Tarot, which is a lovely counterpart to the Wise Dog Tarot by the same illustrator. And it is the Six of Pentacles upright. So this is how Divine Feminine feels about the connection right now. Hi, Divine Masculine. I don't want to have to manipulate you to get you to reciprocate with me. I feel also that you are still trying to manipulate me rather than just directly communicate in a balanced way. I'm still getting this sense that you're like behind the scene, behind the curtain, trying to manifest this outcome without me, not co-creating it with me, but just being like, now I'm going to do this, and now I'm going to do that, and now I'm going to do the other thing. And that's not, and your idea of reciprocation might be like X amount of weeks, months, years from now, I'll bring everything in and tip the scales. And you're missing it. You're missing it. The reciprocity isn't just about you matching me text for text. It's about you allowing me to tell you what I want and not feel like you're manipulating me into focusing on you or loving you or staying with you, but that I'm choosing to do those things because of my love for you and because of the feeling of reciprocity that exists between us. This is something that I am hiding from you. This is the page of, it's Prince of Wands or Page of Wands in reverse, and it's instigation. And this is the Justice card in reverse in the heart space. Remember, the overall theme is getting into an energy of the Page of Wands. new ideas, etc. I'm having trouble really feeling a spark for you, really feeling the chemistry between us. I know that it is there, and I know that like the second that you are physically in my presence, or I hear your voice and you say my name, that it will be reignited. But I'm doing nothing to instigate that ignition at this time. I am feeling the imbalance in the connection, right, which I already talked about. While it is still in this state, I don't owe you anything. Like, I have given you everything I could. And at this point in time, I am withdrawing my fire from you. I'm not, it will never go out, but I'm not feeding the flame. And I would rather engage in some karmic lessons, honestly, at this time, to almost do what you did, because you had the same experience where you didn't know, you right, your Empress in reverse, like, oh, I didn't know, and there were these other options, and then you discovered that only the feminine kept your fire burning. Well, at this point in time, without any communication from you, without any sign that you're coming forward, without any solid without anything to chew on, I don't have any reason to ignite this flame for you. And I might have feelings for someone else, another karmic energy that I know might be karmic, that I'm supposed to learn something from. But at this point in time, I'm not doing anything to shift the scales in your favor, because I don't have any real solid material reason to do so. Give me a reason to love you, right? Okay. These are the things I seek forgiveness for. Wow. Divine Feminine, the Empress in reverse, and the Six of Cups upright. But look, Divine Masculine said, these are the things I seek forgiveness for, and it was the Empress in reverse. This happened last week too. This is an incredible amount of union, because you're realizing that you're mirroring each other's behaviors. It's 8:55 on the clock. Divine Feminine saying, I am sorry for being overbearing, controlling, and demanding because of this past connection that we likely have had. It made me feel inappropriately like I was a wife energy when I was not. I did not have a right to be jealous or controlling or demanding. I didn't. I don't own you. You're not my possession. Like, we have been connected since, before the dawn of time, as far as I know, in the way that this connection works. And I was trying too hard to protect it. And I'm sorry that I couldn't wait for it at this time, because this is another meaning here. I love you, and I feel so strongly that connection from my past. But I can't wait for it anymore. And I'm sorry about that. These are the things I want to say about the present moment. Holy shit. The Ace of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Cups in reverse. And we already got Ace of Wands in reverse for the masculine, what he promises to do, to hold back the sexual energy so that he won't do anything to shake the foundation. Look at Divine Feminine. Sorry, my cards are just falling over here. Divine Feminine is also right now saying about the present moment, I am choosing to hold back my sexual energy as well. Primarily because I don't want to have any sort of karmic that is going to stand in the way of union, but I'm reserving it for sacred sexual interactions. So I'm not going to have karmic sexual interactions. But I'm open to sacred ones. But in this current moment, I'm holding that energy back. I'm also feeling there is part of me that is thinking I don't want to choose you right now. And that I have to say that. There's this feeling of like the divine feminine contemplating, maybe I don't want to choose you. This is what I want from you, divine masculine. This is the 8 of Swords in reverse, and it says isolation on it. And the 5 of Swords in reverse. There are some feminines, this is not all feminines, but there are some feminines in this collective who are saying, I want you to leave me alone. That is some feminines in the collective. But others it is the opposite. I want you to lower your boundaries, like to put up or take down these hard boundaries and don't walk away, don't leave me, don't be defeated. Like, I want you to break through this mental entrapment that you have been going through and make a decision and actually come forward. And I feel like that's a much larger part of the collective, but I do think that there are some in the collective, probably those that have mistaken a person as a twin. And there is a feeling that they're saying like, I want you to leave me alone. And it's really more about another, like the external manifestation of the masculine energy. So it's like all kind of almost like I just want all men to leave me alone sort of thing. But that is a small percentage. I feel most of the collective is on the other end of the spectrum saying, I don't want you to be defeated by the boundaries I have put up. They are healthy boundaries, but I want you to overcome your unhealthy boundaries and actually make a decision to clean up your messes, your thought process that's preventing you from coming towards me. That's what I want from you. I would say that's where I fall in my category versus the leave me alone. But I do have a feeling that there are some feminines right now that are just like, leave me the fuck alone. These are the things I've been longing for and to tell you. Wow. This is the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. It says change on it. And this is the 10 of Pentacles upright in the headspace and the 9 of Pentacles. So we have 9 and 10 here. And then we have the 2, the balancing dynamic. Hang on, my kid just requested a Venmo and I want to accommodate him. So he wants to buy, freaking Microsoft put out, he loves this game called Forza Horizon. It's like some kind of a racing game or something. And it's $100 this year. Like, fuck them. Like, fuck them. A goddamn racing game. Anyway, so I guess he must have convinced his dad to pay half, because I was like, you're gonna have to have that for Christmas because I'm not doing $100 game today. And then, but dad must have offered half of it. Anyway, back to this. Sorry about that. The divine feminine is saying that I want to see that you are going to make a decision. I've been longing for you to make the decision to choose to bring about our material happiness. And I've been longing to tell you that I do not desire to be single, okay? I desire to be able to be in a union with you. I don't want to be with other options. I'm not interested. I want to experience this. I want to receive the reward. And of course, I will come back to you. There's normally a falcon in this card. We're looking at a different version of it from the Crow Tarot. So they didn't put the falcon here, but the crow itself is sort of indicating that energy that's missing from this, and also the loyalty that comes from the wolf here. But the idea that of course, I will always come back to you. There's no way that I would not. This is what I need right now. Three of Swords in reverse. I need to heal from the wounds that I received from you. And I'm getting this image of masculine pulling these swords out. I need you to pull the swords out. Like, you are holding the swords in the wound right now, either by keeping me in this holding pattern and not communicating, or by not coming forward. However that's playing out. And I need you to remove these swords. Either let me go and don't communicate with me in any way, even indirectly, or come forward and speak to me. But right now, I can't get these out without your help. I need that. I need you to do that. And this is what I will give you in return. This is the Two of Wands upright. I will choose my twin. I won't be sitting at the crossroads anymore. I will make the decision to choose my twin. For some in the collective, this may also mean that I need to heal these wounds that came from the twin flame journey. And what I will do in return is actually not choose the person who I thought was my twin, but allow the true soul mate, twin flame, or whatever, to arise, to fully awaken to my true twin. Because there are some of us here who come here with a karmic catalyst, and we think it's the twin. It's the false twin sort of thing. We think it's the twin. So this could be, I will release my false twin and I will focus entirely on your energy. I know I'm feeling instantly, I'm getting a sense, people thinking, how do you tell if someone is a false twin? And I feel like that's a longer reading, but just very generically, the identity doesn't matter. It's the masculine energy is acting as a catalyst for your enlightenment that you must have within yourself, a strong masculine worth energy balanced with a strong feminine worth energy, and that you must develop that within yourself. And honestly, you need to take your focus off of the people in your life anyway and put your focus on yourself. There is no reason to truly determine whether someone is a false or true twin, because your energy should never be put into the person anyway. You should just use the feelings that come up from the interactions to show you where the wounds are in your heart space that you need to remove the swords from, and do that work. And that, I'm getting sharp pain for some reason in my shoulder, which is weird. And that in and of itself will allow the true soul to step into the light. So it doesn't matter, okay? These are the things I hope for us. We are getting the Hierophant in reverse and the Knight of Cups. I hope that the rigid authority that some of our old limiting beliefs have over us will finally be released. The control from an outside party, an authority figure, a church, a belief system, an ex marriage, an ex legal agreement, an ex contract. It doesn't matter what is in this card. Whatever that we are perceiving as controlling our behaviors, giving us an old set of ways that we have to do things, I hope that that goes away. And I hope that I see that this love that we want, that we're finally open to receive it. And I truly hope that it comes from everywhere and everyone, and that we notice that, and that we choose sacred union because we've released any ideas about what society thinks that truly means. I freaking hope that too, Divine Feminine. I'm seeing Belize say yes, oh my God, over here. I'm not sure exactly what point you said that, but I'm glad that my message was resonating. Okay, Divine Masculine, this is what I promise to do about it. Okay. We have the Eight of Cups upright and the Six of Swords in reverse. So, Divine Masculine, I promise that I will walk away from any of these other offers that I have at this time, and that I will not be afraid to move to this next level with you, that I will not run away from you. I will walk towards our union, towards my intuition, the divine feminine intuition, and that I will allow you, that I won't resist you being in that boat with me, even steering and guiding the boat. I won't resist the energy of the masculine energy doing that. And this is not to be misinterpreted as some kind of a throwback to like the man, does this and the little lady does that. Like, please, that is not what this means, because we're talking about an energy. Think about in yourself, okay? If you did what your heart wanted you to do, empaths, all the empaths watching right now, you wouldn't have a shirt on your back, you wouldn't have the shoes on your feet, you wouldn't have food on your table, because you would be giving it all to everybody all the time, because you would feel compassion, and you would feel kindness, and you would, you'd turn into Mother Teresa, which is appropriate for some people, but it's not appropriate for everyone. And we all have different roles to play, and we can't be always led by our heart, right? We can't, like, if I did what my heart wanted to do, there are, like, and I'm not talking about intuition only, I'm talking my feelings, okay? If I did what my feelings wanted me to do, I would be on a roller coaster. That's what I used to do. And then I cultivated my ability to logically question my feelings. Now, that doesn't mean that I dismiss my feelings. That's the opposite end of the spectrum. It means I collaborate, okay? My feeling is, oh my God, I want to do something for this person. I feel like they need something. And my head asks, okay, I love that you're feeling that, but let's look at it. Are you using this person to avoid some of the things that you need to do for yourself? Have you really done some of these things for yourself first before you start giving a lot to this person? Like, I know you want to give free readings. Like, I know that. But if you're giving free readings, then you're going to lose your apartment and you're not going to be able to give any more readings. And I know you want to just be able to do that, but we can figure out a way to do this. Let's let's make the readings free on YouTube, and then let's ask for support. Go to prosperous.com. Do you see, like, a year ago when I started this very feeling thing, I was not surviving financially. And then as my masculine worth energy started to develop inside of myself, and I allowed the masculine to drive the boat a little bit more, that energy was like, okay, let's step back a minute and let's answer the following question. Are you pleasing people? Are you helping people? If you're helping people but not helping yourself, that seems like pleasing. Okay, let's find a better way. Okay, that's what we do in these readings, right? That is what we decided to do. I'm reading definitely. I detached completely from everyone and only checking on my deep down inside. Love this. I trust my intentions above all. I agree. I was much more impulsive. Yes. And it is okay to have impulsivity from time to time. It's what creates, it's the spice of life. But generally speaking, it's not very effective when we want to manifest things. And one of the reasons that we come to these readings is because we've awakened to the awareness that we actually do play some kind of a role in that process, and we can affect it either negatively or positively, and wanting to learn how to do that. So the divine feminine is really doing an awesome job right now of trusting her intuition to allow the masculine to guide the boat. So what does that look like on the outside? It looks like she continues to honor and respect her feminine energy, her needs for reciprocity, transparency, respect, etc. Physical touch, physical affection, the things that she needs to get. She holds the space for that, but she allows the masculine energy to show up and provide it. She doesn't control that energy. Divine masculine, this is what I would like to, oh no, I got these switched. This is what I would like to do to you. This is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune aspect of this card is about when the time is right for the divine feminine. She's like, listen, don't get it twisted. I'm about to do this, but it's going to be on my time. From the feminine. And what I want you to do to me, divine masculine, is this the devil card in reverse. So I definitely know this is about feminine being like, I don't want you to bring me any of this karmic bullshit. Like, I want full sacred union here. But I kind of want you to make me feel a little naughty. Like I might need a little spank. I love that for us. All right. I don't know if I've ever seen that Wheel of Fortune card come out very much, if at all. Now we're going to move into the healing and oracle portion. First, we will get the final message from the spirit animal oracle for each of the twins to one another. So this will be their final words, and then we will go into their individual healing. So let's do the divine masculine. I also have some oracles because it's 11/11, I wanted to do union oracles today. So we're not just going to do the masculine, feminine oracles. It's not as many as a regular day, but I am going to do it today. Okay, so divine masculine wants to say this to the feminine. This is vulture spirit, the protection message, and it is nothing is wasted. It is card 63. And he says to the feminine the following thing. I hate him. I hate him. Do you wish you could run away from your past or deny your mistakes? Not so fast. You have gained something valuable from the experience. Let your grief or anger move through you, and soon your emotions will transform, for you will come to see that you have learned and grown. The alchemy of transformation is a gift from spirit, so never disown what embarrassed, disappointed, or shamed you. It will soon be a source of great wisdom and strength as you work with the magic that allows miracles to be created out of sadness and beauty to arise from ugliness. I want you to know that you embody beauty, and the alchemical transformation of the past is happening already. Hang in there. You are so loved, and so much beauty is waiting to come out of all of this. I love that message. Thank you, Divine Masculine. Okay. All right, let's do some healing for the masculine energy. We are getting the first message we are getting is a call to do some candle magic for the masculine. And interesting because there are 4 witches here in this image. It says, speak your breath into its velvet. Recite along its spine all that you desire, all that which will unravel. So let's look at the candle magic. Oh, I opened right to it. The keywords are intentions and prayer. There are few spells that are complete without a candle or 2 or 10. Candles make the setting of a spell more magical and also play an essential role in a spell. Candles carry our intentions out into the universe. They pull in our words and prayers along their spines and send them out through the tips of their flames. Aside from carrying our intentions, candles call in good spirits and nature's helpers who are drawn to the light of the flame. These spirits protect us as well as hold our intentions, making our spells all the more magical, effective, and special. When you're holding candle magic, know that your intentions and prayers have been received by the powers that be. They know you are in need of support and are working hard behind the scenes to bring your prayers to life. You do not need to worry, as your intentions will manifest when the time is right. And then they give some candle color correspondences. So I'm going to pull the candle for love, which is pink. Love, self-improvement, partnership, femininity, romance, emotional healing. So divine masculine, you might want to light a pink candle to heal for that feminine energy, just to represent that prayer that you have for that to come together. You can also light a green candle, which could represent the masculine energy for that. So you might want to do a little ritual to show that you believe your prayers are going to be answered. Wow, this card was coming out a lot and it's back. Anaposis. This is this Greek word that means to take a minute. Just take a minute. Oh, my piano's on right now. I didn't realize that my MIDI controller was on. Oops, I need that. Give me this book. Okay. It is number 4. And yes, it says, do not give up, but allow your heart to disengage from your struggles. Give yourself much needed rest. You are in a phase of recovery. If you have been off your path, you are going to come back strong. You will regain your spark of passion, inspiration, and devotion. Wow, which is all that this reading is about, regaining that spark of passion, inspiration, and devotion. A certain order of events needs to take place for your soul path to come to fruition. Commit yourself to your sacred journey, trusting that the right thing will happen at the right time. All right, so that is your healing energy from the White Light Oracle. And then here is your theme, Divine Masculine. This is the 9 of Swords, and it says cruelty on it. And I really think this is about how cruel you are to yourself when you hold yourself back because you fear actually receiving joy, harmony, bliss, all of the things that you've been desiring. This is so cruel. You interpret yourself as cruel to the feminine. You often interpret that. You often feel guilt. You often feel this remorse about how cruel you are. But what we must understand is that we are absolutely more cruel to ourselves than we ever are to the people outside of ourselves. So these fears, anxieties, these things that you think, simple things, even in this experience I'm having, getting to know somebody and, testing the waters with another person that is not my twin right now, and just watching how my brain will so easily, 9:22 on the clock, so easily slip into, thinking oh, he just did that because of this. And me being like, no, that's cruel to think that that would be the reason. Like, why would you think that about yourself? Of course, he feels that way, right? Of course, this is what that is. We trap ourselves with our own cruelty towards ourselves. So the masculine energy needs to really work on those, on how the fears and anxieties that prevent you from doing things, how really cruel they are to the self, how self-harming it is. All right, feminine's turn. Contrasting messages here. We have brown bear spirit. I love this card, the color, so beautiful. And it says, take time out. The bear, when you see the bear for Lenormand, is like finances, big, major energy kind of thing. It is number 9. Love potion number 9. All right. And the message to the masculine, the feminine would say, there is a time to act and a time to focus your attention on patient strategizing. I think you're best served by foregoing hard work toward your goals at this moment and instead take the time out to just meditate, take a nap and refresh yourself, and begin planning what you want to co-create next. So come to know the lay of the land as you contemplate and imagine what you might do in this vast space of possibility before you and begin forming a plan. Remember, sleep allows for dreaming and rest allows for clear-headed, straight gazing. I think this was to say stargazing. How might you become the person you wish to be and experience whatever your heart desires? Insights will arise as you explore the possibilities and begin envisioning your plan. Knowing what you want will ensure you use your energy wisely in the days ahead. Be patient at this time, relax, and be calm and peaceful so you can recharge. The call for action will come later. Divine Feminine is like, you know what, Divine Masculine, take your time. Just take your time. Stop trying to figure out how to get me to notice you and pay attention to you. And just relax. Already notice you, already see you, already paid attention to you, obviously. It's not about that. Like, you need to understand that all this time you spend planning and strategizing is wasted time to a certain extent. Because you're not enjoying yourself while you're doing it, and you're not actually creating anything. You're simply, here's the thing. In a world where the divine feminine has been completely suppressed to the point of non-existence, there will be nothing new. If you only think about how to do things, only think about what it means, only think about why you should do it, you will never actually achieve anything, because the masculine cannot procreate by himself. He can't. The feminine, if she can synthesize genetic material, she can. But the masculine can't do that. So stop trying to do it. Just relax, take a step back. When you're ready to take action and come and talk to me, then we'll plan our future together. But stop fucking planning our future together without me. It's not working. I have to be in the future that I'm planning. I have to be a part of that. And I can't accept a future that was planned for me, okay? Not this bitch. I am not the one. All right. Divine Feminine, your healing energy for you. Wow, this one again. Intuition. You hold the answers. You know the truths. Ancient ones await behind the doors of the mind. Alrighty. This is number 23. The keywords are feeling, inner sight, and visualization. Divine Feminine, intuition is one of your superpowers that you come into this life with to help you navigate the human experience. Intuition is something that you feel rather than think or see and cannot be perceived with the rational mind. Within those feelings, you will find answers for everything from what to eat to whether you should go on that date to who you can trust. Your intuition is always on 100%, offering you wisdom and guidance in the form of how you feel. You are being asked to develop your second sight further when you are holding the intuition card. You must learn to navigate the world through your spiritual GPS rather than relying on your rational mind to show you the way. See, there is the balancing that needs to take place, which, remember, divine feminine's hiding some imbalance from the masculine and needing balance. And so we just talked about how the head, right, the masculine energy in that boat helps navigate logically the feelings. But we're also called to really be mindful that the intuition, which is, so there's emotions and then there's intuition, okay? Those are different things. Emotions are your ego is the car, all right? There's a fuel gauge on the car. Your fuel gauge is fueled by the motivation of the emotions, the happy, blissful, soaring, things are going well, feeling good, great time, lovely feeling emotions. Those are when your tank is full. The lower emotions, fear-based, I'm scared, nothing's working out, my whole life sucks, I'm a piece of shit, car's not going to go anywhere. Okay? That's your emotions. Your intuition is the one that can correctly drive the car. Okay? The ego thinks they can drive the car. The ego looks at the fuel gauge and is like, oh, I'm pissed. Well, I'm going to drive over here. And they're happy, like, oh, I'm happy. Okay, well, I'm going to just keep eating that. Okay, right? That's the self-driving car. The intuition is like, I know we're feeling really pretty bad driving in this anger direction. I'm going to head us back here towards the center. I'm going to fill up my emotions a little bit. We're going to edge towards that higher feeling emotion. And I'm going to find the way there. And then I'm being led by the navigation system, by the GPS, which is the divine. Okay? So the intuition helps you navigate the emotions to be able to find your way along the path. The logic part, the ration part, that's the part that helps you to quell the fears that come up that sort of block you being able to recognize what is your intuition pulling you in a direction, or fear, ego pulling you in the other direction, right? The car's trying to convince you, no, we're really pissed, we need to drive over here. And I feel like that's an intuition. I mean, feel how strong it is. Like, feel that. Like, that means we're going to go here. The logic is like, I mean, is it really that serious? And checks in to see if the intuition is like, no, it is serious. We really need to go in this direction. We need to, this person's got to go. Like, I don't know our intuition's going to take us there that many times, but and then, or in the other direction, like, no, I think we need to go into a healing place and start to seek some forgiveness mantras. Okay. That's how we use this navigation system. And the feminine is really having to hone in on the interplay between all of that. Oh, this is the sacrament of extreme unction, which is a anointing of the sick. It's like at the end of your life. It's the final sacrament in Catholicism that begins with baptism and ends with extreme unction. So this comes at the end of life. And the healing message for the feminine is, your heart knows how to let go so you can find peace. It is time for you to experience spiritual closure. A beautiful new reality is opening up for you. Entering it requires you to release your attachment to the past. You have been inwardly preparing for a powerful rebirth. Now is the time to trust in what is meant for you and move toward it with an open, trusting heart and peaceful mind. All right. And the final message for the feminine is this. This is what you need to work on this week. This is worry, the 5 of Pentacles. And I'm hearing, don't worry, be happy, right? I really need you, feminine, this week to counter that devil energy. Look at how they form the devil here with this pentacle shape that is in reverse, calling us to understand how this is a devil energy that convinces us of separation, okay? The convincing us there is no GPS. We just have to drive willy-nilly until we crash and die. No, 9:33 on the clock. That is not what we have to do. So you're needing to go back in and dig out some more of those limiting beliefs about lack mentality, lack of finances, lack of love. I'm going to say my ego is like, really? And the universe is going to gently and lovingly respond, yes, you do have to work on this again. And you will come back to it throughout your whole life. Is it likely that as a reader who just planning to continue reading for many years, is it likely that I will never pull this card as the theme for the feminine energy again from now until I die? It's very unlikely that I will never see this card again. It's not like you see the card, you do the work that week, and then you never have this experience again. But the difference is you achieve mastery. So every time you see the card, you're like, oh, I know how to do that one. I got to, think about the abundance that's there. I have to go into my gratitude. I have to go, right? You start to learn, you start to achieve mastery. It becomes less frustrating to see that this is just something that's creeping in again. And it's meant to, because if you don't have contrast, you don't believe me right now. You don't believe me. But if you don't have contrast, you're going to get bored. You think I'm nuts. You're like, what? No, if I was laying in Barbados with a constant stream of rum and, delicious, juicy bodies to enjoy and amazing foods and all the music I've ever wanted and all the books I've ever wanted and everything I've ever wanted, I would never get sick of that. And I would say, if that were true, why do demons possess human bodies? Because they do. They have access to all of that immaterial, unconscious paradise, but choose the focus of regret for the loss of being able to enjoy the material. And there's like a jealousy that the human enjoys the material, the physical. It must be good, or it wouldn't be worth, dying to get. So embrace it, enjoy it, feel gratitude, and know that I'm telling you the truth. All right, these are the final messages for the union. Before I go into that, let me just wrap up and say, please go to pearlsparis.com. Please click support. The support and the bookings have kind of thinned down a little bit. It's coming up on the holidays. If you want to book things for relatives, for friends, and for family, this would be really helpful to me. I'm trying to get a car. I need all the support I can get to do that. So please keep going. Even just a small amount is a big difference to me. If 100 people watch and only 1 people donates, I got $5. But if 100 people do it, it's going to be good. So please, everybody, support me. You can send me decks. You can book readings. And there's going to be new things coming up all the time. So go to the website to check it out. If you've never been there before, you can also find my TikTok and my Instagram where I do put other content. And tomorrow will be the release and rebuild spread here on YouTube. And then, oh my God, is it really Thursday already? Oh my God. And then Saturday, again, there will probably be another Tell Me Everything spread. Soon, I'm going to have the certain readings that I do every day, the the 6 days a week, those will be members only, but it's going to be really small amount to donate just so that I can start to sustain myself and keep doing these readings for you. All right. Thank you for all of that. Also, go listen to my music too, Pearl and the Prayers. That's a really great way to support me if you do not have the means to support me financially. And I do understand that there are a lot of ways to support somebody, though, without money. Like, subscribe, share it with your friends, tell them about it. That's a huge way to help me. Or you can also donate a car. Then I don't have to buy one. If anyone would like to donate a car, I'd love a car. Okay. Oh, God damn it. You're killing me, universe. This is freaking no. Okay, so the theme for that. The thing that you're in union on, the two of you together, divine masculine and divine feminine, is the Knight of Pentacles energy. The slow-moving, solid, stable, reliable energy. This is a beautiful energy, but it's annoying because it is slow. It is methodical, it is plotting, and there's a little bit of perfectionism in it that does make it sort of a self-defeating energy sometimes, but I sense that this is coming in the light. I'm also seeing a strong masculine presence in this image, and there's this sense here that you need to trust in the reliability of the masculine worth energy, the both of you. Sacred sexual union energy right now is not complete, but we're seeing the whore. This is the Empress energy. We saw the Empress 3 times in reverse. So right now there is this impetus to go into this union, to not wait on this sacred sexual union any longer, but to allow it to happen. It is past due time. Your message from the Animal Spirit Oracle is Moth Spirit. I believe this is a Hanged Man energy. Yes, and it says surrender now. It is number 39. It is the protection message. And it says Moth Spirit can be intense, and honesty about your own compulsive tendencies is needed right now. It's too easy to switch from one addiction to another, distracting yourself from the discomfort of uncertainty and the thoughts and emotions that arise when you aren't single-mindedly pursuing a goal. Moth Spirit calls you to practice moderation in all things and recognize when you think you are headed toward the light, but you are really heading into a fire that will cause burnout. Why are you so resistant to letting up? Could you be avoiding difficult emotions you need to feel and release? Now is the time to do a fearless inventory so that your addictive tendencies can be toned down and rechanneled into enthusiastic activity in moderation. You are not a machine. Listen to Moth Spirit's message that a change is needed to support your well-being. Maybe deep down you know you have become too attached to something and someone. Let go of your need to control the outcome and allow yourself to remember the many ways you want to channel your energy. To relationships, to work, to giving to others, to self-care, and to all other pursuits you value. I think every time you think about your person this week, I want you to let that happen. I don't want you to stop it, but I want you to let it happen. Think about it to its completion or whatever. But as soon as you notice it, I want you to then say, okay, this thing is just as important to me as my career. So I'm going to think about my career as much. So if you spent 30 minutes in a daydream about when masculine was going to call you back, set your timer on your phone and spend 30 minutes working on your career. If you are worried about money, and you did that while you were at the grocery store for 45 minutes, you were in the grocery store, you were putting the groceries in your cart, and you were like, oh, I don't know if I should get that because this is, I don't know if I'm not. You were in a mess about that for that amount of that length of time. When you come out of the store, I want you to call a really good close connection, a really good friend, and focus on that connection you have, that good friend that not a lot of people have. Not everybody has good friends. Enjoy that for 45 minutes. Give the things that you give a lot of emphasis or time to, start to spread that out among a lot of other things, especially if you find it is in a discomfort, if you're in discomfort. If you're spending a lot of time in discomfort thinking about the masculine, for instance, or about finances, or about worrying about someone's safety or whatever, actively make an effort to give yourself that amount of time towards something that you value just as much. Okay. There's a reversal on this card, which is interesting because I don't have reversals in this deck yet. So silence is in reverse, which for me means it's not being silent. Okay. There is a sweet embrace in the nothingness, stillness brings, a presence of self fully embodied. Okay. That's also about being present in the moment, right? Not spending all our time thinking about someone else, but being very present to ourselves as well. But let's get the message from the Seasons of the Witch. This card is number 36. The key words are stillness, nothingness, and presence. And reversed, it says, this is a call to find your presence and to be aware of the present moment. This means getting back into your body, allowing yourself to feel. Be aware of your surroundings and take in all the things you often overlook in the hustle and bustle of the day-to-day. Feel your emotional grid. Allow whatever feelings are present with you to be heard. It can be anger, happiness, fear, excitement, and a million combinations of emotions. Not all emotions are comfortable, but they are all there to guide you. And that really ties into a lot about what we talked about today. All right. So the healing energy is going to be this card, the Order of Chaldea. I'm going to do the healing process for this card like I did the other day, hopefully. Although the garbage truck is going, so I might not be able to do it. But let's see. It's 9:44 on the clock right now. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that with the garbage truck going. So I'm hoping that it is finishing up its most annoying and catastrophically loud thing that it is doing, which I would be very grateful for if more of the garbage made it into the truck and less of it ended up just strewn around the street. Okay, anyway. This is the theme for the week for the twins. It is the truth. It is the Ace of Swords. It cuts through with clarity to the heart. It is in new ideas. It is seeing the future. And it's definitely about cutting through all the anxieties and fears that the two of you have and just really believing in the truth of the connection, which is eternal, and the material trappings of it completely insignificant. But the actual crown, that cosmic connection, that's the victory in this union. All right. It's idling out there. I'm going to try this. I apologize if you have to try to get into a meditative state while there is a loud truck playing its music behind this. But let me put on this music. Hopefully this will help us center. This is a 639 hertz. And I will look up the Oracle of Chaldea here for us. So I'm going to completely close with this card. I'm going to read the whole process and do the meditation for you. And then I will just turn off the video so you will not hear from me again until tomorrow morning on Tuned In Tarot. I just opened right to it. All right. And the meditative process, I'll tell you when that begins. But I'll just read you the full card for now. So thank you so much for being here with me, everybody, today. And I hope you got a lot of insight out of it. I hope that you receive a lot of healing from this meditation. And this is from the Elena Fairchild White Light Oracle, by the way. And I will see you soon. So Continue on your healing journey with enthusiasm, but without forcing things to happen more quickly than feels natural. Sometimes the body will be ready to let go whilst the mind is still holding on. At other times, the mind may need to be patient as the body processes an experience. Trust in your own timing and rhythm. There's no need to be impatient or to judge yourself. You are summoning the spiritual fortitude to tackle an issue which has previously held you back. When the time is right, the healing shall happen more easily than if you tried to push forward prematurely. Things are going to work out. Be positive. And this goes really well with that Knight of Pentacles energy. There are times when being present in the body and feeling our truth is challenging. We may be unsure how to hold space for our own emotional and psychological states. Humans are complex creatures, and the authentic healing journey requires us to have patience with ourselves. We need to know when it is safe to delve into a matter with full faith that even if things feel out of control, we are connected to a powerful, supportive spiritual network and our own wisdom, and that's enough to handle whatever arises, even if we tremble somewhat during the process. We can imagine that the wounded self lives in a room in the mansion of our soul. When that room has not been entered in a long time, it may have become a scary place in our minds, a place to avoid. That is part of how humans protect themselves. Living in such a split and defended state is not tenable forever, but for a time it can serve a useful purpose, allowing us to build the strength and awareness we need to address the situation. We do what we can to grow and prepare to enter that room, to open it and rescue the beautiful aspect of our soul that's been waiting for such a time to come. To prepare for such a heroic healing moment, we can connect with the spiritual realms of light as a source of love and strength. During such downtime with the divine, we can learn about ourselves beyond our wounded parts. While we know we have some healing to do, we also understand that alongside our vulnerability, there is courage, wisdom, and confidence. By acknowledging our wounds and also affirming our strengths, we ready ourselves to take our next steps. The Chaldean is the devotee to the light of spirit. When the Oracle of Chaldea comes to you, it is an encouragement to rely on that light. Embrace practices that help you feel connected to the light. Grow your trust in the spirit within you. This is not about ignoring where you need healing. It is about knowing at a deep level that you are loved, spiritually guided, divinely held, worthy, and capable of healing. As your trust in the spiritual light within you and your connection to the spiritual worlds increases, so too will your readiness to acknowledge and engage with that which needs healing. You'll feel safe and supported and ready to move on. You may feel your relationship with spirit is already strong enough to support such a process. In this case, the oracle is an encouragement to embrace your readiness and allow the grace of your spiritual journey to expand into all areas of your life. This oracle augurs a spiritual growth spurt, a forward leap on your path of healing and awakening. It is a reminder that no matter how large a challenge may loom, you can continue to grow your spiritual connection, so it is always more powerful than anything else. Okay, I'm going to begin the healing process now. Find a comfortable position in which to relax. If you would like to light a candle for this process, do so. You could also have a crystal or anything else that reminds you of the light placed where you can gaze upon it. So if you want to grab a candle right now, or if you want, I have some crystals here that reflect the light, you can use that. All right. Begin to connect consciously to your breathing, noticing the flow of the breath in and out. Allow your breath to lengthen and deepen naturally. Let yourself become fully present in this moment. You can then imagine, feel, visualize, or intend you are drifting into a beautiful realm of light. You may like to close your eyes or gaze at the crystal or the flickering candle to help you relax and sense the light on an inner level. Allow your awareness to dwell in the soft and inviting inner realm of light. Let it be a pleasurable and soothing experience. Let the light take on various colors if that suits you. What colors feel best? You can imagine, feel, visualize, or intend that your soul can absorb these colors with delight and pleasure, as though an inner hunger or thirst is being fulfilled, resulting in further peace and relaxation. Be in this process of light bathing color therapy for as long as feels good for you. When you are ready, ground yourself with some gentle physical movements and hydrate your body. You have completed your healing process.